So I want to go ahead and break down pretty much the first iPhone that I ever hated my whole entire life. Now, there were iPhones pretty much my whole entire life that I didn't really like, but the only iPhone that I really hated was the iPhone 7. Now, I want to say I don't hate this iPhone anymore. I think the whole entire iPhone 7 series was pretty good overall, but there were some reasons of why this iPhone just was such a weird device for about 2 to 3 years, and I don't really understand what happened. So pretty much basically how it stemmed from, I owned an iPhone 7 Plus back in 2017, and I loved that iPhone a lot. It was a almost perfect iPhone in every single way, and I really enjoyed my experience with it. And then what happened after I bought an iPhone 10, and I still ended up using the iPhone 7 Plus here and there. I bought an iPhone 7, used that, and pretty much what ended up happening was almost every single software version I installed on that iPhone 7, and then the 7 Plus a little bit later, meaning full OS updates. So going from like iOS 12 to iOS 13, iOS 11 to iOS 12, so on and so forth, for some reason that iPhone was just breaking every single time, and it was multiple different iPhone 7s that I had, and I think a few different iPhone 7 Pluses as well. And back in 2019 and in 2018, I talked about this extensively, and pretty much all my iPhones were perfectly fine whenever I would update iOS versions, but my iPhone 7 just constantly ran into issues. Like I said, it was multiple different iPhone 7s as well, just like how now I tested multiple different iPhone XRs and still having issues with them. So that was one thing that I truly didn't understand. I didn't like certain things about certain iPhones. I didn't like it when Apple removed the headphone jack. I didn't like it when Apple decreased the battery size year over year for like 2 years or something like that. But that was truly the first iPhone that I just kind of hated, because I had to keep basically just refactory resetting it, having to connect it back into, iTunes, and it was iTunes at the time. And honestly, I didn't want to go ahead and pay for another iPhone 7. I didn't want to break that iPhone, and my heart would beat every single time I would go ahead and update. And then what ended up happening was, I don't know why this ended up happening, but since updating to iOS 13 and then going to iOS 13 and then iOS 14 and then iOS 15, I actually haven't gotten a single factory reset since then. I think I factory reset at one time, but for something totally different. Since then, I don't think any of these iPhones bricked. Actually, I think it was after iOS 13, but after iOS 13 with 14 and 15, none of the, iPhone 7s or 7 Pluses that I had actually bricked on those versions of software. Now, it still causes issues. There's still issues all over the place. There can still be battery issues, performance issues, all that other stuff. But the actual Apple logo boot looping, where the iPhone just wouldn't boot past the OS that it was loading, is now totally fixed since iOS 14. So I'm not too sure what Apple did there, but like I said, I don't hate this iPhone anymore. I don't hate any of these iPhones anymore. And there's not really a certain iPhone that I hate, but the first iPhone that I really hated, I would say, was probably the iPhone 7 and or the iPhone 7 Plus. So that kind of covers it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.